Hi everyone! I said on my stream last night I was going to be taking a step back and cutting down streams to probably just 1 or 2 a week while I finished out my semester. And then I really wanted to stream tonight, so here we are anyway. Yeah. I didn't really plan anything, so I was like, okay, I'll just do some Genshin Impact because I was probably going to be doing that anyway, just on my own. And so I was like, okay, I might as well, I might as well stream this then, since I want to. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had too busy of a day actually. Yeah, I mean, I could be writing an essay right now, but I don't want to be annoying myself. I, wasn't going to. Yeah, I'm a bit of a procrastinator, so I knew, okay, I don't like doing, work in the evenings. Once I'm, showered, once I've had dinner, really. It's really once I've had dinner, I just, my brain turns off for the day. And I'm just I'm done. It's I don't want to do this anymore. So I always just kind of take it easy in the evenings, if I'm honest. And usually taking it easy for me is just playing Genshin Impact. So I was like, okay, stream time. I'm still trying to build Karina in the middle of everything else that I'm doing in life. So I was like, haven't been doing that a lot as much as I usually do when I get a new character. I'm usually building them right away. Yeah, so definitely want to get in on that. This boss though, I don't know if it's part of a quest I haven't done yet, because that's also the other thing. I usually am so done with all the quests already. I'm dude, third day it's out already, third day new updates out, already done with everything. I just haven't had enough time to actually do Karina's story quest yet. So that's probably gonna be if anything, that's probably a weekly boss, but yeah, this world boss just appeared and I'm okay, I don't know if there's any story behind it, which I feel sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, so yeah, I was surprised where it was on the map because it just came out in 4.2 and it was back on a 4.1 map area. Yeah. Okay. But besides that, I don't know if there's any event stuff today. Let's see. There is. Okay. Okay, and then I didn't get 6,000 points on either of these, so I might try those again. And I don't know, is there more story? There is. Okay, so I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna start with this, and I'm gonna go and do the other. I'm gonna go and do. What's this? A mysterious book. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go and do the other parts of the event. Yeah, but like I said, pretty easy day today. Nothing unexpected happened, which is always good. Definitely like to
Hello, Paimon.
have my days go the way I planned. So
Is the crown ready?
I wonder why the little penguin thing speaks in Morse code. I wonder what it's saying. I wish it translated it.
Hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's
Wait for her a little while.
Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there? Hey, traveler.
Oh, is this her? Is this her? Oh, yes, it is. It is.
Found you two.
Love a good quest NPC.
I'm so glad
Oh,
you both are all
this is
right.
not the one we're looking for, I guess.
Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And
What could have happened? That water imp Felxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day,
oh, that? We've got it all figured out now.
He's my son. I love him. He's so precious. He's so baby boy.
Don't worry, we'll
He's so baby boy. I love him. I love him. This is son.
Sorry about that.
Son.
I've been diving in the area.
Also the
recently.
freckles. They should put freckles on more characters, in my opinion.
No,
in my opinion.
That's not what I was told. Is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells on. 100% sure. I've confirmed the account with.
But I love this game, but I just don't need
Let's
this
go
much
this
dialogue, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the
I
city
feel
from a
like,
place called Stray.
I was gonna say they should give us a detective character. Like, we already have Hazel, who's a detective, but I feel like a Sherlock Holmes detective type would make a lot of sense for Fontaine. I think they should do that. I love the look of like the whole like Sherlock Holmes like detective getup, like that whole thing, like the little cap and the like coat and the magnifying glass. Like that would be so cute. That would be so cute. That or like have Hazel come and visit here. He'd love it here. He'd love all like the detective novels. So to have him do that and then like give him a skin. That's my master plan. That's what I think should happen.
Please remember to take care.
Okay. Alright. Final part. Let me get primos from this. Okay, wait. I probably... okay, there's a closer waypoint. I was like... I do that all the time. I start running and then I'm like, oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me look for a waypoint. Let's see. Oh, do we get to go inside? Do we get to go inside the house? I think, like, that's one of the things I love when I play Pokemon. Is, like, there's so much detail in all the worlds. Like, you just go into, like, literally any house. And it's, like, fully furnished. I love it.
Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent.
I think Genshin should do that too. Just let me go in every single home. Let me look around. Just like Pokemon. Just like Pokemon. Genshin Impact Pokemon crossover, actually. That would be kind of fire. Like, can we start drawing, maybe people do this, I've never seen this. Can we start drawing like Genshin Impact characters with Pokemon? Like, what Pokemon would they have? Like, that's, I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days...
I've not been paying attention to the story this entire event. I have literally no clue what's going on right now.
Understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrolled
You know, I
delusions
literally
is the
loved
Madame
Sumeru's
herself.
events. Like, I feel like
She
all of those
believes her
events
son
hit
is
so
still
hard.
alive?
That
Like,
is correct.
Just like in
The
terms of
young
the story.
master
Like, they all just were so good.
She was
Like, literally some of my favorite in the game. Like, the fungi fighting one. Like, okay, I guess that basically is Pokemon and Genshin Impact, but that's not the crossover I want. That's not the crossover that I want. Yeah, but, like, that one was really fun. Parade of Providence? Was that it? Yeah, maybe, whatever that one was called. I loved that one. That was really good. Even the summer one was, like, fun. I mean, like, it was interesting we didn't go back to the Golden Apple Archipelago, but it was still really fun. I liked the, like the roller coastery part. Like, that was fun. Another NPC dead? Question mark? Is she? Sorry if you hear, like, ice about to rattle. I'm picking up my iced tea.
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened
Actually,
before the young
literally
master left us for good.
had my iced tea and I was walking back to my
Madame's
apartment
time has just
and my hand was,
never
like,
moved
literally freezing
forward
off because
since
it's
his
so cold. It's so cold now at night, especially where I am.
So
And I had a
after
cold
her
drink and I
son
was like,
left,
is this a mistake? And I was
she
like,
created a
no, because
fantasy
it's
world where her
delicious.
son was still with her. She was looking.
She has
Like,
been in a
I'm
good mood the
very
past
much an
few
iced
days,
drink
even
kind of
hummed a
gal.
song
Like,
when
hot
she
coffee
returned from
is
her school.
fine or whatever.
She even began
But I
discussing with
really
me the
like
idea
hot
of using
coffee.
deliberate
I
guidance
just
to
really
treat
like hot
illness.
coffee, to be
It was
honest.
all going well until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more.
Like, iced
I prescribed some
coffee,
sedatives and
iced
she's currently
tea.
resting.
I like both of those better than I like hot coffee or hot tea. Yeah.
Don't panic, Paimon.
Which isn't like iced
Even though
tea
this
kind
is
of
a
like
devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should
isn't
we
iced
do?
tea, what, isn't it like an American thing or something? Like,
Think.
or like in England they're like, oh my gosh, you
Need
like
to
don't have your tea
reveal
hot.
the
Like, I don't
house of
know.
the North.
Like, I swear I've seen
Children
posts like that and it's
in it.
like It's like, yeah, I don't. I was like, I like my iced tea. Usually if I have a hot drink, it's just a vessel for something else, usually sugar. Like if I have coffee, it's honestly only like a quarter coffee, and it's like 3/4 milk. At best, it's like half coffee and half milk, and I also put in a shit ton of sugar. And then with tea,
Yes.
kind of same thing, but it's like honey. It's honey and sugar. That's like for the hot tea.
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said
Because
was
I
true,
was
the
at
past
like
few
a
days
tea
have been
shop
very helpful to Zuria.
with
So
my
we should complete
with my
this journey.
siblings a couple summers ago or something.
We
And
need to
we
show
like
her
got a
that
pot of
child
tea to
will find a
share.
happy ending in the
And I
world
put
of
in
her
like
dreams.
so much honey and sugar that the color like low-key changed, and my sibling like made fun of me. They were like you're literally not even drinking tea anymore, like you're just drinking honey, like how much did you put in there? And it was like, listen, I like tea, but not that much. Just not that much. I do feel like I'm moving into like the season though where I like to drink hot drinks. I only like to do it in probably like the dead of winter.
Right.
I'll have hot drinks.
Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might
Like,
need it to
first
save
of all, hot
herself.
cocoa. Hot cocoa slaps. Hot cocoa obviously is like a good
And
hot
if
drink.
we
Like, I
can
love
complete
that.
it,
Even though
we
like
should be able to give her
Dunkin'
some
Donuts
there's no
used to have
time
like, I don't know if
waste.
they still have it.
Let's
At least they used to
right
have it
away.
like over the summer. They used to have like iced hot chocolate, which is like that's so contradictory. Like iced hot chocolate. It's just, I guess it would just be iced chocolate, but I guess people like wouldn't get what that is, maybe, and that's why they called it iced hot chocolate. I don't know. All right, let's see what this does. For 20 seconds after Prince Thelxie uses Triumphal Chorus, when active characters have more than 50% HP, the character's normal attacks, charge attack, plunging attack, and the skulls deal 100% increased damage. Each attack that hits consumes 1% of the character's max HP. So it's like gonna drain HP? Okay. It's a good question. This is a good question. Yes, maybe them, maybe this group, because does she buff Hydro? Like, what does she actually do? Like, I literally have her, I don't actually know for sure what she does. Okay, your party receives healing. This person healing is not in the healing. Interesting. I don't know. I don't actually know that she does buff hydro damage. I don't feel like reading through everything. So, I don't know. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this though. I think I'm gonna go with this. We'll see how that goes. I really need Zhongli. I need the shield. Like when people are like, yeah, if you start using Zhongli, like that's it, like you're always gonna need the shield, like yeah, I very much do find that to be true. Like obviously, if I do, oh my gosh, what's it called? The Spiral Abyss, like, I can't use him on like one side of it, so then I have to just not, I just have to deal, but yeah, I very much am used to it. And my only healer is Chi-Chi. So I probably need to get like another healer. But like, because I was doing the Abyss and I was like, okay, I like actually do just need a healer if I'm not gonna have Zhongli. Like I need a healer. Because some of my characters, they just don't have HP builds. Like that's not at all how they're built, because it's not really something that I have to worry about most of the time. But yeah, for the Abyss, I was like, oh, I need a healer. Even though my style has, like in any game, is very much like not healer. Like I'm like offense. Offense is the best defense. Offense is the best defense. I keep really like she doesn't have like a normal like charged attack. Like it's just. Whoop. I love doing it though. Like whoop. Like that's so fun. That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop.
night phantasmagoria. Bow your head.
Gosh, I literally can never look at hilly trolls the same way again. Like, knowing the lore for them, I'm like, every time I fight them, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, ah, I can't do this. Can't do this. What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I started like playing them around the same time or what. Or playing and watching them around the same time. No, because not even. Did I? Actually, no, I guess that was around the same time. I was like, also, I don't know why. No, yeah, it's gotta be that. It's gotta be that I started them around the same time. Was, the anime Given, which is like one of my favorites, and then Genshin Impact. Sometimes, if I'm like playing Genshin, I just like get a sudden like memory of Given, and I'm like, good show. Good show. Is that not what it wanted me to do? Oh, I get it now. This thing. Okay. Here we go. Now I go to the challenge. Unleashes a shockwave at Felxie's position, dealing even more physical damage to nearby enemies. Might just go with my usual, maybe? I feel like I need more support characters, because now that I use Nouvellette a lot, I kind of feel like I should get more support characters. I don't know. 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 Because, like, really, like, Wander and Nouvellette, they do, like, the same thing on my team. So,
We're here again.
like, I don't really need it. I don't need both of them. You know, like, I keep Wander out, A, because he's, like, my favorite, and then B, because he's good for exploration. But anytime I do, like, a battle challenge, I'm like, do I really need both of them?
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to get... And then she'll be able to recover, right?
Yeah, I'm sure she...
I swear, like, every event these days is just like, NPC needs to recover. I feel like there's been, like, a lot of stories like that, which is, like, fine, but why are all the NPCs sick? Why are all the NPCs sick? That's my question. Okay. I'm not really used to Crone's battle style, if I'm honest.
Coming at us again.
He's so cute, though. My son. Literally. Literally. Okay. Shield.
Let the mighty be humble.
I love Nouvlette's playstyle. I really love this. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at how easy. Look at how easy. I always feel bad picking a new main. I feel like I'm betraying my old main. I also remember back in the day when I started playing and I didn't even know what that meant, like choosing a main. I was like, my main? Huh? What does that mean? And now I know. It's a crazy story. I know. But I just remember when I started playing the game, I just didn't really understand anything, to be honest. I just didn't really understand anything, like 50-50, pushing, like all that stuff, like mystery. Oh, we're done. We're done. We're done. That was it. We're done. I was expecting more waves. We're done. That was it.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends and I'm already very late.
There she is, Zuria Destre.
Don't try to stop me. Today's
I feel like
important
NPCs, they should like get special designs. But then again, she's just for an event, so I guess they wouldn't do that.
It's just...
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie.
Is she good? I feel like this is not true. I really should have been paying attention to the story.
Madame, please...
Zuria!
Fully should have been paying attention to the story. I'm like, huh? What? What happened?
Everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place.
Wonderful. How wonderful. Thelxie, my child.
Yeah, I fully was not paying attention.
Everything you lost will now come back to you.
She's literally like I am with my fictional man. That's crazy. It's crazy.
And the last page of the picture book.
It's
still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Okay, so that's definitely going to be the mysterious book. That's definitely going to be the mysterious book.
I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Felxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
I'm probably going to be on a call with my sibling tomorrow because they like to like give me snacks to try for some reason. Like that's been their thing recently. They'll have a snack and they'll be like, "Here, you try it now." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, okay." Be like, "Oh my gosh, all right, okay, I guess so. Guess I will." But then they're also like want to see you try it. Like I want a live reaction of you eating it. And that's because like I'm not like a picky eater, but like I just have things that I like and things that I don't like, right? Like I tried at Thanksgiving, I tried just like a gherkin pickle, and the face I made was crazy, but I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. So like my sibling just likes the live reaction because like I'm just a YouTube video or something of people trying things. Like that's my constant state of being. So that's my personal theory. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, but then also I've been trying to get through plot summaries of the whole A Court of Thorn and Roses, like, I don't know, series. I don't know how many books are going to be in it, but I'm on like the last one for like A Court of Silver Flames. I don't think that's the last book in the series. I think there's gonna be more written.
The prince could not
but
hold back his tears.
I'm almost done, and then hopefully I talk to my sibling on stream because they also like watch this recap, like the same one. They sent the link to me because we were both like, yeah, I want to be in the know, but I don't really want to read this book. But like I feel like it's pretty well known, So we were like, okay, we gotta know the plot for ourselves. But they found it first. They started watching it first, and so now I'm behind. But I'm trying to finish it so I can talk to them tomorrow about it. But like that's been
Thank you.
background noise for me for a long while now. Like this is not gonna say long while, because it's literally just like a week probably, like maybe a little less.
More time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it was like fine, like it's like, oh, it was like the first book was like pretty good, and then like the other ones I was like, what was the point of the first book? The first book was almost like a prequel, just actually written first. Like that's like what my, like I don't know, that's like the vibe I get. So much.
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription
So
module
much
in it that's
of it
compatible
from
with
like the
Felxie's
first
output
book, I
signals.
was just like, okay, I could see where this is. And like the last part of the first book changed the vibe, and every book after that just had an entirely different vibe. And I was just like, what's even happening? And I don't know, some of the world building too. I was like, I'm just confused. This is simply not translating the Morse code. There we go. I love you, Maman. So that's what Felxie's saying.
Mama.
She can understand that? She can understand that? That's crazy. Good for
I
her.
love you more, Mama.
Wow. That's actually the spirit of her kid. I'm confused.
I'm getting a little
Maman.
sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child.
I'm so confused.
As long as you want to
Is he
hear
like inhabiting the penguin?
Mama will always hum.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it,
Wow. Sad.
I can return
Actually,
to my
sad.
tribe and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling.
Aww. This is sad.
Please don't forget.
This is sad. Anytime it's anything involving kids, I get
Always
so
love
sad.
you.
Like, I don't even know why, because like,
It's
wow, it sounds so bad, but like, I don't like kids that much, like, IRL.
greater
But like
than
kids
the
in media,
entire distance
usually very cute.
between
Obviously, like, I'd be
and the
sad about like,
kingdom of
you know,
water
kids dying
imps.
IRL, but whenever it happens in media, whenever a kid's in trouble, I'm like, no! Leave them alone!
My love for you,
Leave them alone!
greater than the entire distance between here.
So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I want the IRL kids to be fine too.
Maman,
But I don't know, she's always like tearjerker for me whenever a kid is in any sort of peril or danger or upset state or they die. Oh my gosh, like look, baby, he's such a baby. And he's dead. That's sad. I think that's what's happening anyway. If I've been paying any sort of tiny bit of attention to today's quest.
Paimon, you're here.
Yep. We're always here when you call.
Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh,
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit.
Good.
She said
Love
she'd
to
like
hear it.
return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit.
Amazing.
But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture
Good.
books.
Great.
Of
We love
course,
some activism.
Delxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit
Literally,
as
what
well.
was this event about?
She'd
I'm
like
so
to use her
confused.
experience to
At
help
the end of
others.
the day, I'm still so confused.
so it wasn't bad news after all.
Good. Good news. We love good news.
Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
I love how they do that. They like put things like in the quests and stuff. It's like, well, if this ever happens again one day, and it's like it never does.
Don't worry.
None of
it's
this ever
just a
happens
copy.
again.
She still has the original.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed this.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame... She said. She
Probably
also
totally
said
did not read that.
was when she was finally
clicking
able
too
to
fast
bid
for that
farewell
one.
to her son. She felt like at that...
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her
No,
fantasy?
let her live in her Delulu,
Perhaps.
Paimon. Let her live in her Delulu. As
fantasy
my
is
friend
just
says,
fantasy,
Delulu is the
the
Solulu.
fantasy world is
And
not
sometimes
real,
it be like that.
then how could it still grant us these
Sometimes
powers
it
that
really
we can
just be
continue
like
to
that.
use in the real world?
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world.
Interesting.
At that time,
It ties in kind of like
wondrous fairy
thematically
tale temporarily became
with
reality
Fontaine, the whole
and
like
influenced real
I don't know,
things
stories in
our
reality,
world.
like acting in reality. Those
It
things I
has
was in
to
high
be
school,
what happened.
and honestly in
You
like
saw
middle
it
school
too.
too. Every time we talk
Didn't
about
you?
theme, for some reason the teachers would always be like, appearances versus reality, illusion versus reality. It was like, oh my gosh, I swear there's other themes. Like I literally swear there's other themes.
Yes.
But also like that one was kind of
I
easy
suppose
to
that
like
would be a
use
miracle.
in most stories, I
hope
felt
that
like.
everyone who's found themselves in a
Like I
dark
guess
place
it is a
will
commonly
be
used
able to
one, but like
see
that was
something
also like it's kind of the
beautiful
easiest to
and
like
experience a miracle.
I don't
for
know, write
themselves.
for or whatever, like talk about in like a paper or something. But I don't know why that was like always the one that they loved to do. They were like appearances versus reality, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I had an English teacher one time, also in high school. He would always like be like, he wouldn't tell anyone that they were wrong. Like even when they were wrong, like I know it's like literature, right? You can interpret literature in different ways, but like sometimes people would just say things like just about like not even like analysis, just like things that like actually like just like happen, just like plot of the book, not even necessarily analysis stuff, and they would get it wrong, they'd not like fully say it correct, whatever, and he'd just be like, okay, but, and it's like, he's like, you're not wrong, but, and it's like, sometimes people are just wrong. Sometimes people are just wrong, in fact. He was like, I don't know, he was like a sweet guy. He was fine. He was like one of the more well-liked teachers. I actually had him twice. I had him my freshman and my junior year. I liked him better for like the freshman class. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like he was more engaging or something, or like he was better at actually like teaching this stuff. I'm trying to remember, did it happen for Lang or Lit the second time? I think I had him for Lang, and I think we had more, so language. I had him for language. So that was a lot of writing and stuff, like actual like structure of writing. I feel like he was better about just like actually talking over literature, which is more like what we did in my freshman year. Like that he was good with. Like that we liked. But I mean like he was fine both times. Like he was fine both times. He was such an interesting man though, to be honest. Like we would sometimes just like he would just like start doing Tai Chi. in the front of the class, he'd be like, okay, we're gonna calm down, we're gonna do some Tai Chi, we're gonna sit, just put our heads down, meditate for a few minutes. Loved this guy. This guy was great. He was also, he was a little quirky. He was a bit of a quirky guy, right? He was a bit of a quirky guy. Because, he was a bit of a quirky guy, right? A little bit. See, the thing was, he, like, had a favorite mime, which is very random. Like literally whatever makes you happy, right? Whatever makes you happy. If having a favorite mime makes you happy, I'm all for it. Yeah, it was unexpected. It was unexpected. He had a favorite mime. He liked to play his videos of this mime performing. Yep, that, it was interesting. It was interesting. I think he'd actually seen the mime perform in person once. He'd sometimes, I swear, just like do like a little lore drop. Like he'd just say something new about his life and I'd be like, oh, interesting. Interesting. Like he like flew a plane once, I think. He like wanted to be a basketball player or something, but like he was short and so he couldn't. That too. He was like, yeah, he had like a whole story, right? You know, when he was younger, he was like on the basketball team and he like was so good, and then as like everyone got older, he actually was like the shortest, and so he just couldn't keep up. It was really sad for him. I don't think he ever really got over it, to be honest. Like I don't know, he talked about it like a lot, honestly. Okay, wait, let's see what this is. Prince Doxley unleashes a thunderous sleep, dealing electric damage to nearby opponents and conferring falling buffs to all nearby characters. Current elemental speed burst CD is increased by 40. When it is released for the next 12 sided all character attack. I'm thinking, I don't know who else I want to bring. Here. Maybe I'll do Alphathum. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I don't think this teacher ever actually, like, fully got over not becoming a basketball star. He talked about it with such a, like, wistful look in his eye. The poor guy. He had to give up on his dreams because he thought he was too short. And then he became an English teacher at a random high school. Yeah. You know, I don't think he was sad with where he was, per se, but he wasn't a pro basketball player, so I don't know if he was happy. Like, literally, the wistful look in his eye, the sadness in his tone, just of like, you know, I was really good at it when I was younger, and I was just too short, I could never play anymore. If only I'd been taller. Like, oh my gosh, it was like, are you good, sir? Are you good, sir? Yeah, I liked that teacher though. We also, like my school, I guess they started doing it like right around when I like started at the school. They do like a Shakespeare competition, like do like a Shakespearean monologue or something, right? And then like some of the teachers like judged it, and there was a winner, and they like got something. I don't know. They like went to another competition level. I don't know. I didn't participate in that. But every year, I was MC, so I'd like announce who was going next, and it was just like we had it in like a little classroom. Like it was not a big event. But I had some friends who are like actors, performers, whatever, so some of them would, you know, monologue, they'd prepare a monologue, they'd do it. So it was like nice, because then I was just there for them. Honestly, I had like my own thing. It wasn't like a lot of extra work for me to, you know, like practice for it. So it was pretty chill, and it was that teacher that was just talking about, like, he was very chill. This is what I'm saying, like, he seemed to very much like English, so I don't know that he was, like, upset that he was an English teacher. So, like, good for him that Is he retired now, maybe? Probably not. I don't think he was that old. We actually had some, like, really old teachers in my school. We did. Yeah, it was, I felt bad for them too, because like, my school was like not handicap accessible, and so we had some like older teachers, and like, they were clearly struggling to get around and like get up steps. And it was like, some of the stairs were just like 4 steps, and that was it. Because buildings like to do that sometimes. Especially like school buildings, I feel like to do that, so they have like 4 steps. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that, but they do. And like even those, like it was like a real struggle for them to get up. And it's like, why are we not handicap accessible? Like that feels bad. That feels like, I don't know. I guess like maybe when the building was built, like they didn't have those regulations. I feel like there's regulations now that like they don't meet. But you get into the school if you were handicapped, but traveling around once in the school, good luck. Good luck. Like, even when I was doing the school shows, right? Like, when I was doing stage crew for those, we, like, had, like, a section I think we, like, set aside for being handicapped, like, in the auditorium. We, like, had a door that we'd set aside specifically for handicapped people. You had to, like, enter through a different, like, door from the outside, because it was just, like, I don't know, I guess it was, like, too hard to, like, get them down. Maybe it was too steep, I don't know. Yeah. So it's, like, not great. It's, like, you know, the school isn't like that big that we need like an elevator or something, but like that's not the only thing about being like handicap accessible. So I don't know. Like I said, like all like those little stairs is just like nothing. Like there's no way. And it was like bad too. Like if any students like ever got hurt, then like if they have like crutches, it would be like harder for them to get around. You know what bothers me though? I'll like see people sometimes, and like in high school too, I'd see this all the time. People would be like walking around with crutches and like not actually using them. Like they just like move them along with them, and it's like you're supposed to be using those to take weight off of your foot. Like I don't think your foot's actually that injured then. And like in high school, like yeah, because like sometimes teachers would let you leave early so you could like not be walking with your crutches in like packed hallways. So I'd fully believe that people were like using that as an excuse to like get out of class a few minutes early. It's just like it's like I'm sorry, but if you're not using the crutches properly, they're not gonna do anything for you. Like just moving them along with your body doesn't really do anything. You know. And then on top of that, there would be like no like cast or bandages or anything on their foot. And so it's like, where did you get the crutches from even? Now obviously if you had like a boot on your foot or whatever, like yeah, you're probably injured. And then usually they'd be using the crutches correctly. But there's also like, because I had like a school uniform, right? And like they were a bit more like relaxed with it. Like if you had like an injury or something, like you couldn't necessarily like wear the uniform fully proper because it's like harder to put on or something. So like people would use it for that too. Like there was one girl I remember that she was like always, you know, like quote unquote injured. But it was just that she like didn't have to like wear the school shoes. She could wear more comfortable shoes, I think. Oh gosh, I'm never gonna get 6,000 on this. Maybe I need to change my team. Maybe I should swap someone out. Okay, one more time, and then I might switch the team up. Maybe I'll do Toma, because he's more support, and I did him in the other one. Yeah, I might do that. That might be better. That might be better if we have more support. I was actually a Toma main for a little while, because like, okay, when I started playing the game, I got him and I was like, ooh, I was like, I like him, he's like a sweet little boy, I love him. And now I'm like, no, he's just not my best built character maybe. There's definitely other characters I love more now, too. Yeah. Like no shade, he's still very sweet. But I just play him like as my main because like I got to like hear his voice lines and stuff. I mean, besides that, like, before I, like, understood what building was, and, like, before, like, the game got too hard, like, he was, like, fine. Like, you know, he did the job, right? Now I do still, like, use him on occasion for support, just because, like, I really like his burst. Like, I think his burst is actually really good. But, like, also, I don't, like, need his shield anymore. Like, yeah, I'm really just so accustomed to shields, because I have Zhongli, and then I had Toma beforehand, who I, like, used as my main, so it was, like, always shielded. Fischl, like, never leaves my team. Like, she's not out right now because I'm, like, I don't know, doing the event or whatever. But, like, for, like, my main party, Fischl has been there, like, probably since my first week of playing this game. Like, that is my girl. That is my girl. Like, that's it. And I didn't even build her for the longest time. Like, I only built her somewhat recently. But she would, like, do the job. She would do the job. And so I, like, never felt the need. And then finally I was like, okay, actually, she could be a little bit better. She could be a little bit better. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get it this time either. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get it this time either. Yeah, no, that's not it. That was worse than the other tries. Okay, oh. Okay, one more time, because I forgot to go out and change the team. One more time, because I forgot to go out and change the team. Okay, let's do this. This is it. This is the time. I feel it. This is the time that I get 6,000. This is it. I can feel it in my bones.
Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Here we go. This. Here we go. Alright, yeah. Deal with them quick. Deal with them quick. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Oh, so was another thing my high school would do. I'd, like, it's totally reminded me that, we would do, like, homeroom decorating contests for Christmas. So it was, like, whoever has, like, I don't even know who the judges were. I guess teachers without homerooms. And it was, like, class would decorate it. And it'd be like, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. There was one year, they, like, one of the classrooms did, like, a gingerbread house, and they did, like, let's get this bread. And I even think they won. Even though, like, theirs was honestly so good. Like, they were fully decked out. They were fully decked out. I used to have a lot more Christmas spirit than I do now, if I'm gonna be honest. There was a few years there where I was so into Christmas. Like, I don't mind it now. It's not like I dislike it. I'm not bah humbug or whatever. And I'd probably still lean towards saying, like, I enjoy it. But I'm not like I was, you know, a while back where I was like, oh my gosh, Christmas. So it was like a personality trait. Like, I like Christmas. And I was like listening to Christmas music like a month and a half in advance. And I don't know, all this stuff. And now I'm just like, yeah, it's like, it is what it is, it's fine, it's okay. I'm just chilling, honestly. I mean, like, now that Thanksgiving's over, I'm like, okay, you want to play holiday music in your store? That's fine. I made an exception beforehand for Barnes & Noble because I was there before Thanksgiving and they were playing Christmas music and I'm like, it's a little early, but I love Barnes & Noble, so I'll let it slide. I love bookstores in general, so like, I'll let it slide. It's fine. But now, like, other places are playing it too and I'm like, okay, that's fine because Thanksgiving's over, so it's fine. That's, like, kind of how I feel in general. Don't put up your decorations before Halloween. Preferably don't put them up before Thanksgiving. And once Thanksgiving's over, you're good. That's personally, me personally, that's how I feel. Like, don't, you know, jump on it too soon. Give it time. Let the in-between holiday have its tiny little moment, even though we all know Thanksgiving's not as important as Halloween or Christmas. It's like a little interim holiday. Keep you in the festive spirit. A little precursor how Christmas is gonna go. Gets you into the transition between spooky and merry, you know? We gotta let it have its moment. Still gotta let it have its moment. Can't be jumping on Christmas too soon. Like,
Bow your head.
Even like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Like that. Like they literally end it with like Santa Claus. And it's like, oh, well, okay, that's things, you know, it's like kind of ending Thanksgiving, so it's fine, it's okay. I'll allow it. There's like one of my friends already like has her apartment decorated for Christmas and like has since like 3 days after Halloween because like one of her roommates like loves Christmas, like loves it. So like that, like okay. I like ran into them one day and the roommate asked me, she's like, okay, what's your opinion? What's your opinion? Like on Christmas decorations, like when is it appropriate? And I was like I'd already known actually because my friend had told me like her roommate put up Christmas decorations, but I was like, okay, like after Halloween it's like fine, like I understand, you want to have time to appreciate them, I got it. Me personally, I'm not decorated for Christmas yet, like at all.
I got you covered. Settle down.
Okay, you know what else I keep forgetting to do? I keep forgetting to use like the actual level power up. Like Thelxie's power up or whatever. Like I really keep forgetting to do that. I think I should probably start doing that. Probably would actually be helpful.
Order guide you.
Okay, this is it. This one is the time. This one is the time.
Be sanctified.
And then you got 6,000. You got 6,000. You got the final rewards. It's gonna happen. I believe in me. I believe in me even if no one else does.
This is
That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself.
bow your head.
Hey, when I start pressing the wrong buttons, I'm like, a part of me is like still not used to the keyboard controls. Even though like now when I play on mobile, it's like I originally played on mobile, and I got my PC and I started playing on
The mighty be humble.
PC. But the first few days were rough. I was like, I have no clue what I'm doing. I need to get like a controller. I can't play this anymore. Like these controls are so hard and clunky. And then like as soon as I was like talking to my parents about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get the controller for it. All this stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, so hard. And then like literally the next day I was like, oh, actually I'm fine. Like I got this. I got this. It was like immediately after. And so like now I find the mobile controls clunky. Like I was having to play mobile things away from my PC. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is fine. This is okay. I hate using Novelette on mobile actually. I find him so much harder to control on mobile than I do on PC. Like it is just such a different experience. Oh my gosh, I did it! I did it! I got over 6,000! I got over 6,000! Yes! Finally! Okay, remembering to use the power up definitely helps. That definitely helps. Okay, last one. I got 6,000 on this one. Generates a whirlwind field with Prince Thelxie at the center, pulling in opponents within the area of effect. 8-second duration while the attack of a character hits an opponent in the whirlwind field. All characters in the party gain a 1% crit rate and 2.5% crit damage bonus. This effect lasts for 6 seconds and may stack up to 20 times. Okay, gonna go with my boys. Gonna go with my boys for sure. Interesting. Do I want to bring... Oh, I like do, but I don't. I'm probably gonna bring Fischl. Loki, maybe Toma again? Maybe? Because, like, Nouvelette's, like, powerful enough. You know, like, he doesn't need anyone else. But, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna try for this.
That's close enough. Solidify.
Wings of darkness.
There we go.
Come, sever night
A
from
lot of times, when I play this game, I'll play it without the sound, and I will, like, watch a stream in the background, or I'll watch a YouTube video in the background. So, like, some of the voice lines I'm, like, not actually used to anymore. Obviously, the Zhongli, the osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Like, that is, like, permanently in my brain. Forever and ever. Like, a lot of the other ones, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what they say during battle.
Midnight
I don't Oh my gosh, wait. I gotta use the thing. There we go. There we go. As long as I remember to actually use power up. Anytime there's an event with like an extra power up thing, I forget to do it. I'm like, oh yeah. They're giving me extra health. Come on. There we go. Alright, this is it. I'm gonna get 6,000. I'm gonna get 6,000. It's gonna happen. Just you wait and see. Okay, here we go. Go. Get pulled in. Get pulled in. Get pulled in. You over here. Teehee. Okay, like none of them got pulled in that time. Like, what's up with that? Wait, why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me? Oh, no, I'm pressing the right button. I just like gaslit myself into thinking I was pressing the wrong button, but I was pressing the right thing. They're not gonna get pulled in. Yeah, come on, come over here. No one. What's the point? It was working before. Okay, it's not happening this time. Maybe I need to stand closer to Felxie and then they'll get pulled in. Because that was too many times of using it for the enemies not to get pulled in. Okay, we're going again. This is it. This is the time. Yeah. Love it when they get stuck on like the stone pillar things. I do that all the times too with like cutscenes. I have like a bunch of spawns on the field, like Oz will be on the field, showing these like stone pillars will be on the field, and it's like, I'm like, kind of blocking the scene there. Whoopsie. My bad. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the time. Look at this is going well. It's going well. I'm remembering to use the power up. Here we go. Just waiting for that power to reload. There we go. Yeah. Got him. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. How is the score so low? How's the score so low? I don't like that. And even though I was thinking I was doing so well, when I look at the score, it's fine. It's okay. We're doing good still. Okay, just stay in the center there. Okay, alright. They're not getting pulled in, so that's fine. This is fine. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is going better. Whether or not it is, I don't know. But it feels like it's going better. Oh my gosh, because I was trying so many times the other day to get the 6,000. I just can't. And it's like, I feel like I'm at a point where like I should be able to, because for a while there I was like, okay, I can't get the final tier of rewards. Like, I understand. Like, my characters just aren't built enough. Now, I feel like they are. I feel like they're built enough that I should be able to. Okay, I'm gonna switch out the characters. Because this is the last one. And I think it might be like one of the first times. Maybe not the first time, but it's like one of the first times that I'd like fully get like all the battle stages on all the levels. So let's see. So I definitely still want to go with these two. I need them. Official's my girl. She's great. I don't even know who else to swap in. So I don't really feel. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I need better support. Maybe I gotta build more support, because I have so many 4 stars that they're just like unbuilt. They're just sitting here. They're fully just sitting there. Got no clue who I even want to try. So I felt like Tomo was a good pick, but it wasn't going the way I wanted it to. Thoughts. Maybe let's try this. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night.
Order guide you. Be sanctified. Settle down.
Okay. Remember to use power up. Remember to use power up. Don't know if anything. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
This is order.
It goes so fast too. Oh my gosh. Like there's like less than a minute and a half.
Midnight phantasmagoria. Bow your head.
Alright. Here we go.
The tides beckon.
There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. Again, it feels like it's going better. It feels like it is. Whether or not, I guess that remains to be seen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the one. This is it. This is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna get 6,000. It's gonna happen. I believe. Right? It's the holiday season. It's the time for belief. So I believe in myself. Here we go. Alright. Let's see. If this actually pulls in just the one of them. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. Maybe this isn't the time. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think that's not. That's not. It doesn't say new high score or anything, so even though that's closer. One more time, and I'm gonna try different characters again. I'm determined though. Usually I give up and I'm just like, okay, just don't have the right character, but no. I'm getting it this time. This is the last one. This is the last part of the event that I need. I don't have all the rewards. Like, I got all the primo gems, so I got everything that really matters, but, you know, I want it all. I want every last drop of rewards that I can have. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, just the cooldown on the special thing. Alright, there we go, there we go.
This is order.
Here we go, alright. This doesn't feel like it's going as well. This doesn't feel like it's going as well.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Can I just retry it? No. No. Not now. Because, like, I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see it through to the end. I'm getting too frantic now, though. I keep pressing the wrong buttons, which is not helpful. Not conducive to my goal. Come on, come on. I was thinking it never freezes characters anymore this game. Like, I swear. Okay, alright. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not. This is not the time. This one is not it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Pulling in. Here we go. Yeah, that's not happening. Oh, okay, new characters. Okay, I feel confident in these two. I feel fairly confident in Fischl, but I don't know. I just like don't even know who else to put in. It is her, and then maybe actually No, because they don't let you see, like, your character's stats from here. I'm gonna try Lenny. Okay. Alright, new strategy, new strategy, new strategy. And by new strategy, I mean new team. Like, that's it. Like, that's the entire strategy. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the time. Actually, I have, like, a couple of 5 stars I really need to build also, to be honest. Like, I just don't have enough time in my day to fully build all my characters, but I really would like to. Once Dotori becomes playable, because he will, because I have faith and I believe, like, you can bet I will be building him, like, literally immediately. Like, I will curry farm him. I will look for the leaks to be able to curry farm him because I love him so. Honestly, it's over for everyone. It is over for everyone once Dotori becomes playable. I love him. I love him so much. Like, I always feel like I have, like, just one character that I just become totally obsessed with for, like, the longest period of time. Usually, like, just random. I don't really have a reason as to why I like them that much, but yeah, currently that's Dotori. Has been for quite some time. I imagine will be for quite some time. Good for him. Good for him.
I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick of this damn.
Okay, alright, this is boding well. This is going well. I like the look of this. I like the look of this, and to be honest, I think we're doing a good job. Okay. Okay, pull it in. There we go. There we go. Do you see? This one's going. Feels good. Feeling better than I did about the other ones. Okay. There we go.
Where do you think you're going?
Settle down. Pulverize. This is order. Be sanctified.
Okay. New record. We're getting somewhere. Hey Carleon Knight, how are you doing today? Alright, got a new record on this level. Now I just gotta get to 6,000 to get the rewards. I'm making progress. This may finally be the team that I need.
Order guide you.
Alright.
Stabilize. As you wish.
Use power up. There we go.
A round of applause.
Bow your head.
Okay. It's looking good. I'm feeling good about this round. But yeah, I really gotta focus on building more 5 stars and make the time for it, because then when I'm like doing the events like this, like I'm literally fine for like exploring or like any of the main story, like I'm literally fine. And then I'm doing events and I'm like, I could do with a few more strong characters. But it's still just like I'm so bad at building. Like I really would be so lost if it weren't for the internet. Like I have to look up guides. I can't just figure it out myself. And it's funny because like my friend who plays, like we're kind of just like opposite from each other. Like she's very much like side quests first and then I'll do the main story. I'm very much like must do the main story like literally immediately. I'll explore and everything later. She's opposite. And then also like I'm like she's also just here for a good time. But she looks at the meta like way more. She looks at the meta way more than I do. And she'll say things and I'll just be like, oh okay, I don't know what that means. But like good, but like fun. Like good. Love it.
Stabilize. Be sanctified.
Alright. 17 seconds left. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I at least get that same record that I got before?
Where do you think you're going?
Okay, alright, okay. It's going, it's going.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Could be going better. Okay. I'm gonna go for one more round. I'm gonna go for one more round with these characters. And I'm gonna swap out again. Okay. Let's do this.
I will have order.
Okay. And now, right? Okay. Gotta remember to use the special event thing.
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence.
Literally over the summer, the past 2 summers, like I haven't had like that much to do. Like I didn't take any vacations or anything, and so I gotta, you know, besides like working, I would like just play Genshin Impact. Like it was kind of sad because like all my friends too very busy over the summer, like with work and whatever, and so like didn't really have anyone to do anything with. And I would just log on and I would just play Genshin Impact all the time. But I think it was 2 summers ago I did that, and I had like pre-farmed Zhongli entirely before his banner. You don't understand English? I'm sorry, that's the only language I speak. I only speak English, I'm sorry. I'm studying Japanese because I hope to learn that. I think it's really cool to be able to speak multiple languages, but unfortunately right now I only speak English.
Solidify. Let the mighty be humbled.
Like if I could like just dedicate my time to doing like all the things I want to do. What's it called when you know like a lot of languages? I think that's a polyglot. Like I would just be a polyglot. Like I would just know all the languages.
Where do you think you're going?
Okay, this round did not go the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna have to. How much literally? I don't know. Okay. Select stage. Maybe I'll. Okay, one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time. And then I'm going to take a break from that and do something else. Let's see. This is not gonna be who I want to take. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see how it goes. Hey, Emerald, how's it going today? How's it doing? How be it? That's always what my sibling and I say to each other. We're just like, hey, how be it? And what is it my friend always says? My friends like, I swear like, if my friend had like a catchphrase, it would just be, how's life? There was like a period of time where she said it like so often that we'd just be like sitting around. We'll have been together for like hours. There'll be like a slight lull in the conversation, and she's just immediately like, so how's life? It's like as good as like when you asked me like an hour ago. But no, I love her. She's great. We'd laugh. We'd have a good laugh over it. But yeah, like catchphrase, like quite literally. Yeah, I feel like my siblings and I like have a few like weird things we say. It's like colloquial, but just for us. You're at work and things are pretty dead. Damn, I hate that, honestly. Like, I just work in general, not the best. Cause it's like, okay, there's like a sweet spot, right? So it's me personally. There's a sweet spot when I was working anyway, because if I like when I was working in the movie theater, like specifically. Because, like, when I was working with kids, like, I was, like, constantly busy, and, like, that was, you know, but it was, like, also, it was different. It was different than, like, working, like a job, like, the movie theater. But, like, that, if we were super busy, I would get super overwhelmed, because I'm, like, socially anxious, and so, like, having lots of people there, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what are all these people doing here? Why are there so many bodies in here? Like, oh, interaction, no thank you. And they'd be asking me things that I simply just, like, could not help them with, and I'd be like, okay.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh my gosh, but then if it was dead, it was really, really boring. So I'm like fairly good at like keeping myself entertained, I think, you know, like I like always am telling myself stories in my head, but like, even for me, if it was dead at the movie theater, like, it was boring. I do not have an Instagram, Corleone. So like, yeah, that's like, you know, things are bad if I'm bored because I'm just like literally constantly telling myself stories in my head. So if I can't do that, you know, things are real boring. Like they told me when I was like signing up for the job and everything, like when I did the interview, they're like, yeah, sometimes it's like dead, you don't have to be alone, and like you're like, that'll be fine. I was like, yeah, it's fine. And like it was, but also I was like, oh my gosh, like get me out of here. These two female that helps a lot. Yeah, see, I didn't. I would like, okay, the movie theater I worked at, like I'm not gonna say which one, but it was like a corporate one. It wasn't just like a small little local one, right? And so like we had to be really careful about not being on our phones and stuff, or we were supposed to be. Some people would be on their phones anyway, but because like if a higher up, like from outside of just like our like particular theater walked in, like the managers would be in big trouble and everything for like having the employees on their phone. So like no, that was not good. And then we'd also had, it was like easy enough to like kind of sneak it sometimes, like sneak your phone out. But there's one position, greeter, and you kind of just had to stand and be like, welcome to the theater. And people like would be confused because like they think that they gave their tickets to you and they just didn't, as there we had a different spot for that. But like that one was like, if you're there, like you're on full display the whole time, like you can't sneak your phone out. And that was like always the most boring thing because like also you're just like alone for like your entire shift. And like we were promoting stuff in the theater, we were like promoting like loyalty program that the theater had, and people would not want to sign up, people would not want to stop at that table, and so you'd just be standing there and just being like, hi, welcome to the theater, and like, hope you enjoy the show. And they liked me for it because as much as I don't like interacting with people, I have like that whole like customer service smile and like customer service voice of like, hi, how may I help you, yada yada yada. And just like, customer is always right, even then I'd just be like rolling my eyes behind their back, but to their face I was like very concerned about, you know, their like happiness at our theater. Oh my gosh, there was one time, I think I was working the door, so I was like taking tickets and stuff, and I was just doing my thing. I was just on complete autopilot because that's just turn your brain off and be like, hi, you're gonna be, like, rip ticket, look at theater, you're gonna be in this theater, in this seat, hope you enjoy the show, sorry, I need to check your bags, just like, same smile plastered on my face the entire time. But I was doing that one time, right, doing that on complete autopilot, and suddenly the one guy, he's there with his family, he's like, you're doing a really good job at this, and I was like, oh, thank you, and he was like, I'm a shareholder, I'm gonna leave a good review for you, and I was like, huh? I was like, okay. Customer service voice too, yes! That's literally, I swear, if you're gonna work in customer service, you gotta have it. But a lot of people at the theater, I think, just didn't because they'd been there for longer than me and they were just over it. I literally remember my parents had gone to see like a movie like while I was working at the theater, and they were telling me afterwards, and they were like, it was also like a really busy night that they went on an insanely busy night. But they were telling me because they like stopped at the concession stand again after. I think because I asked like for a soda or something because my shift was almost over, and I was like, hey, I kind of want a soda. Do you want to pay for one for me? And they were like, okay, fine. But they did, and they were telling me afterwards. They were like, your coworkers don't have good customer service except for like this one that we liked her, and I was like, okay. And like she told me, yeah, my mom was like, yeah, and she told me that I had a lovely smile. And like, it was funny because like I actually heard that from my coworker because I was like cleaning a theater, and she like walked in to like help, and she was like, oh my gosh, I just saw your mom and told her that she had a lovely smile, because when she'd said that, my mom was like, oh yeah, I'm Honey's mom. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And then she like low-key implied that my mom was a MILF and my dad was a DILF, and I'm like, what just happened? Because like I disagree. Like I loved her. She was great, that coworker. I loved her. But yeah, and my mom afterwards too, she was saying, and like, yeah, she's a very sweet girl and whatever. And like, she probably told me I had a lovely smile because like that was the first one she'd seen all night. I was like, that's crazy. You gotta do your walkthrough? No worries. Like, take your time. Take your time, bestie. But yeah, like that was crazy. What a crazy experience. What a crazy time.
This is order.
Yeah, I don't know. I think about it, Peter. Think about it. My favorite was customers walking up and being like, "Why are your tickets so pricey?" And I'm like, "I simply don't set the price. Like, the price of the ticket is as much as I make in an hour. Okay? Like, I can't help you with that, unfortunately. Like, I wish I could. Wish I could. Really do. But I can't. I just can't."
Be sanctified.
Yeah, that was kind of the worst, honestly. Like, and as much as, like, everyone would bitch about the managers, they honestly, like, weren't that bad. Like, there were some times that there was some nasty stuff in the bathroom, and they would just be like, "It's okay, I'll do it." Which is, like, great. And everything else, they were, like, not as good. Like, the thing that I really hated about my managers is the way that they would badmouth not only each other, but also their subordinates. They would badmouth, because we had, like, one, like top manager, and we had a bunch of, like, lower managers. They would just, not the top manager was fine, but he was also, like, not the best. He was not the best. Like, he didn't do anything, like, wrong, per se, but, like, like, there was one time, like, he was helping with concessions, and he was, like, literally, like, slowing down the line. So, like, stuff like that. I was like, eh. And just, like, whenever he would, like, get involved in stuff, like, he just, like, that's another good example. He made one of my coworkers mop the wall one time. And the customer walked in too even, and he was like, "What? Why? Why do you have to do that?" And it was just like, I don't know. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. But yeah, and so because the managers would just, like, talk about each other, they badmouth each other, they badmouth their subordinates, that's just the kind of environment it created. And so everyone would, like, just badmouth each other, and I was like, ugh. I was like, not a fan. I was like, leave me out of that, please. There was one time, too, like, one of my coworkers was, like, hosting a party at another one of our coworkers' houses, and I was kind of, like, friendly with the one of them more than the other, and he was like, I don't even necessarily want to host this party at my house because I don't know all of these people that well, and, like, I don't really want the managers there and stuff, yada 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 yada, but our other coworker was like, yeah, we're having a party at your house, so he, like, felt like he didn't really have much of a choice. Yeah. So, oof, that was a bit of an oof for him. But then, like, literally, I was working, like, the night before this party. I did not go. There was, like, I was like, I just don't really feel the need to get involved in, like, a party where there's going to be alcohol and our managers. Like, I was like, I don't know. Something just feels like a recipe for trouble here. Just, like, knowing how everyone was, I was like, ooh, and you're just gonna be gossiping about each other. I don't want to go. Also, I'm just not a party person. And then the way that they were acting about the party, too, was, like, literally ridiculous. They were, like, bad-mouthing both of the hosts. Both of them. Not even just one, both of them. The guy that was hosting and the guy's house. The guy who owned the house that they were hosting at. Or he didn't own the house, it was his parents' house, technically. But whatever. But, like, you're bad-mouthing both of them. Why are you even gonna go to the party, then? And there was, like, one of the managers that was supposed to be working, and everyone's like, hey, just call in sick. Just, like, call in sick. And they were like, say you have to, like, take your dog to the vet and then, like, come to the party. And, like, leave the other manager, like, by himself, like, what? Yay, welcome back. Welcome back, Emerald. I'm just talking about my managers from the movie theater job. There was this one time with a party and everything. Oof. Like, apparently everything turned out fine, and I was talking to my friend that it was, like, his house that it was hosted at. like everything was like fine then, like nothing happened, but I was happy I didn't go. I just wanted my me time. Like all my coworkers, like I didn't really dislike most of them, but also meh to a lot of them. It was a lot of like the just bad mouthing each other that I was like, I'm not into this. I'm not super into this. And I feel like it's different. Like everyone obviously is like gonna have issues with like their higher ups or whatever, or if you have issues with your subordinates, you should not be talking about it like in front of, you know, other subordinates that like are on the same level as the people that you're bad mouthing. Like, that's it felt very high school. It felt very high school the way like the gossip was, and the way it was like almost cliquey. Like I did not come to work to join a clique, so it was like I would talk to my coworkers and stuff. I wasn't really interested in like. There was one girl that I really should reach out to though, because I liked her a lot. I should reach out to her because she was great and everyone loved her because she was amazing. Like literally the most competent person I've ever met. This girl, she's so slay. She's so slay, and she's pretty young too. So like, good on her. Good on her. But yeah, most of them I was like, I like you. You're not a bad person, but also I'm just here to make money, and B, if we're just gonna like badmouth our coworkers and stuff like all the time, like nah. It wasn't like literally all the time, but yeah. One of them though, actually, one of my coworkers, my old coworkers, he plays Genshin Impact, so sometimes he'll like just send me a picture of his polls. Like low-key, he has like not genuinely, but like he like the whole like gambling gotcha addiction. Like he's kind of got it because he'll like see 6 characters on their first banner and then like get their weapon too, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally like broke and not spending my money on that, but like good for you. Like I'm pretty good about, you know, not spending my money in the game, but yeah, like good for him. Good for him, honestly. Because the only like 5-star that I've like gotten more than once on their banner, that's not just like standard banner. That just didn't ruin my 50-50. Is Ridesley, because he came home twice in the same poll. So, but like other than that, yeah, I'm like, I'd simply rather save my money. Like on the one hand, yeah, I would like to be able to get the character as many times as I want, but then I'm like, okay, I'll be responsible with my funds, kind of, for once. For once.
Too slow.
Like, if I'm like close and I'm like, oh, I just need some insurance, like I'll buy like a little something, but I wouldn't really call myself a whale in this game.
The wind rises.
Or any game really. Like I'm not. Like, I don't know. I have the weirdest spending habits because I'm like, I must be frugal, I must not spend on this thing, whatever. And then it's like something else will come up and I'll be like, I have the funds, like it's fine. Like technically yes, I do have like a little bit of disposable income, but then it's like, why would I buy this thing, not the other? Literally my sibling too is like that though. And my mom was saying this the like other day, that she was like, okay, your sibling will like, your sibling will, you know, spend money, or like won't spend money to get like a $17 book, but then they're like, oh, I want to buy a cat, like I want to adopt a cat, and like that's obviously like, that's expensive. That is an expensive commitment. And it's like a $17 book? Nope. It's too easy for you to spend money in gacha style games. Yeah, like I think it's weird because like there's something about like video games in particular then I'm very, like, conscientious about not spending money on them. But, like, IRL gacha, like, give me a blind box, I'm eating that up. I am spending all of my money on that blind box. Because, like, I love little figures. I love little figures. I don't know what it is. Like, there's one brand, oh gosh, Tokidoki, I think is what it is. And they have, like, a bunch of, like, little, like, unicorns. I think they're called, like, unicornos. And all summer I was with my mom, and we'd go, and I ended up getting her into them too. Like, she wouldn't get them for herself, but we'd, like, it would be a whole thing, like, me opening them. We'd, like, choose the box together. All that good stuff. But it's, like, she was like, I don't get it. Like, why do you not know which one is in there? And I'm like, Mother, this is just like the games I play. This is, like, real life gacha. Because you're gonna want to keep going until you get the one you really want. You're gonna want to try and collect them all. So, like, by not knowing which one is in there, like, it adds to, like, I gotta get it. I gotta try for it. And I think just, like, I like a little bit of, like, the excitement, too, of, like, oh, which one is it gonna be? But it's like gacha. It's like gacha. You have better chances, honestly. Also, like, what I find with, like, the blind boxes is stores tend to just get, like, a full box of things. So, like, they'll get a full box of the blind boxes, and it has, like, one of each in it. And they'll sometimes just, like, open that up and put it out. So, trading card games. See, I never really got into trading card games. There would be, like, sometimes, like, in a like, cereal box Pokemon trading cards, and that was probably the extent of me ever really having trading cards. I mean, I liked them. I like to look at them, and I see people with collections, and I'm like, honestly, nice. I've known some people who've really been into TCG also, so I forget which one. There was one in particular that I knew someone in high school that was really into it. It's a little macho. Welcome. B-feet? Not today. No free feet. No free feet today. One day, when I get a live 2D model, I'll do the classic VTuber thing. And I'll show my feet first.
Is it what you wish to find?
That's what I'll do. That is the goal, right? The goal is live 2D. So, you know, keep supporting me and then you get B-feet. If that's the incentive you need. If that's the incentive you need. You know, I'm just saying. I actually do have someone working on art. So, you know, one day. Yeah, I actually feel like given, like, the right TCG thing, I probably could. Like, honestly, I'm surprised I never was really into, you know, probably the reason why I was never into TCG that much was because, like, I didn't really have people that, like, I would be able to play with. But because, like, I love collecting things. And, like, that I know, too, is gacha, so it's, like, very much up my alley. So, like, I feel like if I'd had, like, people to, like, actually play a trading card game with or, like, trade cards with, in that case, I probably would have actually gotten into them. Time to hold this against you at a future date. Honestly, fair. Listen, I would, if I get to do a classic VTuber reveal with feet first, I would literally be so happy. So don't worry, you'll get your B-feet one day. Like I said, if that's what you need, one day, one of these days. The only thing I'll say about my little, like, blind box addiction is that sometimes it actually does, like, work against them, because then it's like, okay, well, there's only, like, one or two that I, like, really want to have from this entire collection. So if I don't, it's like I don't get the whole, like, box thing. It's like there's, like, if I'm not gonna be happy with any of these other ones. So sometimes, like, that, like, and I get where my mom's coming from with that, then she's like, it doesn't make sense that they do this because, like, you know, you only want some of them, like, that's the entire point. But me, because I'm stubborn, if like I don't like them, I'm like, okay, well I just won't spend my money on it. Even if there's like one that like I'm absolutely in love with, and like the other ones I'm like, not a fan, I won't get it then. I'm like, This is what I'm saying, like sometimes, every once in a while, I'm actually frugal, every once in a while. Blind pack keychains, you don't understand. I'm literally staring at a whole line of them. I have a whiteboard up in my room, and there's like corkboard at the top and bottom. And on the bottom strip of corkboard, I just have a bunch of them hanging because I don't actually put them on my bags. I just hang them up to see. So I just have a bunch of little guys hanging. So I have, wait, let me count. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's, I think I have, 5 and 5. So I have 11. I have 11 right now. Actually, I thought there was more, but I understand because I have a bunch of them there. I think it feels like I have more because usually my sibling will get them too, and so we're opening them at the same time. We'll like get to the card, I'll be like, okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in case we need to do a tradesies. Which is like probably the one good thing is because like I know other people who are into the same stuff that I am, so at least I can be like, okay, well, I will just give it away if I don't get the character that I want. Or if I get a repeat. Also, like, with my siblings, we get them at the same time. Like, it's perfect. Like, we need to trade these. We've got a better chance of getting one we want. You bought a bunch of Godzilla blind pack keychains a while back? Honestly, real. I get a lot of, Haikyuu ones. I have 5 members of Karasuno. Which is the, if you don't know Haikyuu, that's like the main team. They're like the main boys, and I have 5 of them. And there's 12 from the team, but I don't think they make 12 of the keychains. Actually, do they? Wait, how many of the characters are in the keychains? Because I actually may have most of them. Yeah, I think I have 5 out of 8. I think they only make like 8 characters for the keychain. Maybe. I don't remember. I don't have like the bags for them anymore. But that one, 'cause my sibling is also really into Haikyuu, so when we go out and we see them, we're like, alright. Except now, it's really weird what they did with that one, because they love to do, like, little, like, series, right? They'll have, like, Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. So they're on Series 2 for the Haikyuu ones. Except it's all the same characters, they're just holding volleyballs now. And it's like... Also, it's like, I got a repeat of, like, one of the characters I already have, just this time holding a volleyball. And, like... literally the colors were different and everything, and they looked different, and I was like, I can't put them both up next to each other because that would really bother me. But my sibling didn't have that character yet, so I was like, okay, here, you take this one. Take the one with the volleyball, because all my other ones don't have a volleyball. So, like, it would be out of place. I'm all about symmetry. I'm all about the aesthetic, you know? Like, I'm, like, slowly becoming more aesthetic in my life.
How childish.
I got a really cute poster on Black Friday that I ordered it, technically, so I don't have it yet. It's shipped. It shipped, like, yesterday or today or something. It must have been today, 'cause I don't know if Sunday was a business day. I don't know. But it's, like, the lo-fi look. I mean, I'll probably, like, post a picture once I actually get it. But it's, like, the lo-fi look, and it has, like, a bunch of, like, cute animals, because it's, like, from a stuffed animal brand that I love. I mean, they have other things, too.
The audacity.
But it's, like, a bunch of those. It's really, really cute. It is, like, very much, like, my aesthetic, and there's a bunch of other posters I wanted, and I just couldn't justify spending that much money, because I kind of ordered 3 new stuffed animals because I'm a little silly goofy like that. Listen, they created a sense of urgency within me, so like, this is your last chance to get these, and I was like, okay. I was like, if you say so. They were fully like, yeah, this is the last time these ones are ever to be available. There's a secret shop, and it was just like all the leftover ones from their Kickstarters. It was like very limited stock, and I was like, oh my gosh, I simply must obtain them. And so I did. And I like bartered with my parents. I was like, hey guys, do you want to like maybe do you maybe want to just like give me these 2 of these for Christmas so I don't have to pay for them? And they're like, okay, if that's really what you want. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They might ask my siblings for some more of the posters for Christmas. Just cause like everything else that I have on the wish list that I gave them are like figures. And to be honest, I don't have that much space left for things like in my room. So I have like my room while I'm like out of school and like my room at home, like my parents' home. I don't have enough space in either of them. So I kind of need to be stopped. I kind of need to be stopped. I need to stop getting things. But besides that, the figures I want, they're all like a little bit more on the expensive side. I wouldn't really expect my siblings to like spend that much money on me. Or like they'd be really hard to find, so I wouldn't want to like give them an impossible, you know, wish list. So I might just ask them for some more of the like the posters that I really liked that I wasn't able to get. But I also have like a bunch of posters in my room that my sibling gave me because they were like left over from their whole setup, from like the pack that they had. And they're like, yeah, I just don't really use these. I don't know, I didn't really have space. They didn't really, you know, fit what I was going for. So they handed them off to me. And now I put them up and I look and people come into my room sometimes and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so nice in here. I'm like, I like do like little hair flip. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm like, I put so much effort into it and I did. Like, I have a bunch of anime posters up by my bed. They're like little like postcard kind of size, and it says like the name, it says the genre, like the studio, all this stuff. Some of them have typos, but you know, it's whatever. But I literally like took out like a ruler and like measured the distance between them like a madman. I was like kneeling on my bed, standing on my bed, measuring them out, and like by myself. Like I literally did not have help, and so I was just doing it, and like it worked. They look very even. They look very neat. I'm very happy. And then my sibling gave me the other posters like after the fact. They was talking about like, oh yeah, I feel like I kind of want to do something more like what they have, because they have like a mix kind of like anime and just like art kind of posters and stuff and like naturey stuff. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to do it like what you have. I want to take more inspiration from you. And so they gave me the pack and I was like, okay. Right? I already measured out all of these posters. I don't really want to take them down, for one. For one, I don't really want to take them down after putting in all that effort. For two, I just, like, was not actually feeling all that inspired, like, to mix up. So I have like, there's like butterflies, there's some flowers and stuff, and the ones that my sibling gave me. And I was like, I actually just like don't feel inspired to mix these with my anime ones. And just because I like have a lot more anime ones. I don't know. My sibling has a whole thing going on. My sibling is like so good at decorating. My sibling is so good at everything. I'm gonna be honest. I could brag about my sibling all day. But I won't. I won't, but I could. But I won't. But I literally was saying, oh yeah, the posters. But so what I ended up doing was like I had like a little like strip kind of wall. Like it's not as big. It's just like a little like spot. It's kind of like behind the door when the door is closed. But you know, it's just for me. It's just for me. It doesn't matter. But there was like that, and so like it was like the perfect amount of room, and so I put up like all the naturey ones there. But I'm very happy. Like I said, I'm very happy with like how my room looks right now. I feel like I've gotten a better design sense than I had in the past. So it's always a good thing. It's always a good thing having a better design sense, because I don't know. Like for a while, my walls were just bare. There was just nothing. Just emptiness. Like inside my soul. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I remember one time I was getting posters though, and I got like a ghost. I think it was like standing in a strawberry field or something. I don't know, Redbubble, I think is Redbubble, yeah, is I think what the site's called. If you've heard of that one. But a lot of artists like can post their stuff there, they can sell. Obviously like the site takes like a cut. I think they take more of a cut than they used to actually. But yeah, so I got it off there. My mom was like, really, you're gonna get like a ghost? I'm like, yeah, it's cute. She's like, a ghost? Like that's so like, you know, like season specific, and like it's standing in like a strawberry field. Like it's fine, it's good. And I was like asking all my friends, I'm like, do you think it's like weird? Because I was like, maybe I am just weird that I want to do that. And they're like, no, it's like so cute. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that's what I was saying. And like, I don't know, it's just so me. It's just standing there, empty stare in, you know, empty stare in the strawberry field. And I'm like, yeah, that's me actually.
Belongs to whoever finds it first.
Oh, awesome, yeah. There's some really cute things. There's some really cute things on Redbubble. I hope it like works for your friend. Like I hope they make a decent amount of money, because like I feel like I saw something like a while back that like Redbubble was like increasing their like cut or something that they like take from the artist. And like there's just so many things on there that I'm like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I like want to start a shop, because there were these frogs that I was like obsessed with drawing several years back, and I just had like the one template and I would color over it. Sometimes I'd like add things, you know, I'd add new elements or whatever. They were cute. My friends and family loved them, and then I just totally got uninspired and stopped doing it. But like I feel like they'd be cute. They'd be cute, like as stickers or something. But I do like all kinds of things I do. Oh, I should make a bee one now. I gotta get back into it, make a bee one. Like I made like a bunch of fruit ones. I made a bunch of like Halloween ones or something. I don't remember the other ones. I remember the fruit. I think I made like sky themed ones, like night sky, sunset. Yeah. The last pack of stickers you bought from them never made it? So like you just never got them? Like is that what you mean? Because like that's crazy. Like I haven't actually had an issue with shipping for them. I actually the mouse pad that I'm using right now is actually from Redbubble. I forgot about that. So I was like, oh, I want something cute, and I was like looking for like where I bought my PC and everything, and like just didn't have anything cute, and so I got from Redbubble. Like I haven't actually had an issue with shipping from them. So if you mean like you just never got your stickers, like that sucks. That really sucks. Actually, literally, I have such issues now whenever I order packages, because a little while ago I like ordered something and it got like, I don't even know what happened. Like they were for some reason unable to deliver it, and the package was from Japan, and it got sent all the way back to Japan before I just never got notified. The mail carrier was like, yeah, like we left a notice in your mailbox. It's like you straight up did not, because like I did not get one. So it was like sent back to Japan, and I've had to pay like another $30 to get it shipped, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the L. Because I don't really have another $30 to pay. And like dealing with customer service was like a hassle, so I was like, okay, whatever. The replacement order also got lost in transit. That's insane. Twice in a row is crazy, actually. Like once, it happens. Twice for the same sticker pack. Like, yeah, I probably would just cut my losses too. I'd just be like, yeah, I don't need to deal with this. Because, like, I'm the kind of person, and I gotta work on this, because I'm the kind of person, like, if anything goes slightly wrong, my day is just, like, ruined. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. But, yeah, like, now, anytime, though, I order a package, I'm like, I don't trust it. Is it gonna get here? And, like, if I ever have to order something, like, internationally again, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. Just because, like, it was not a great experience. Like I said, like, dealing with customer service for it, too. It's not good. It's not good. Also, we were in, like, different time zones. So, like, the communication was very choppy, trying to deal with it, trying to figure out if I could get my package, but yeah, that's my sob story. I was dealing with that for like weeks. And for some reason it was like, I don't know if it was because it was international shipping or because it was like marked as express, even though I didn't like pay for express shipping or something. Like they didn't hold it for as long, so I didn't even have like as long to realize something was amiss with the package. because like the site that I was like tracking it on, it was just like in storage or whatever, and I was like, what does that mean? But then like on another website, then like for the actual like another website for tracking it, it was like more detailed, and it was like could not deliver holding. And if like I'd seen that, if I checked it like a couple days earlier, like I would have been able to get my package. So I was like, I was like, not fun, not funky fresh. Yeah, like I said, that's my sob story. that's it. And like, hey, if that's the worst thing that ever happens to me, I will count myself lucky. It was like with the fact it was international, and yeah, probably. But it was a whole thing because like again, the carrier was like, yeah, we left like a notice like in your mailbox so we couldn't deliver it, and I'm like, no, you didn't, because it wasn't in my mailbox. So yeah, I don't think that you did. You know, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm over it. I'm not. It was VTuber merch too. It was VTuber merch, so I was not happy. I just wanted it. I just wanted it. It was like literally one figure. It's like one acrylic stand. But the universe said no, you may not have merch of your Oshi, and I was like, well, okay. Maybe one day I'll like brave it and ship it again. One day when I have more funds. Because like $30 for shipping anyway, like I hate paying for shipping. I'll be honest. Like I think it was very much just the way I was raised. My mom was always like, if I have to pay extra like for shipping, I'm just gonna put something else in the cart and like actually like get a physical thing. I don't want to pay for shipping. So I like always feel that way too. Like I'd rather spend the money getting like an actual physical thing than putting it into shipping. So $30 for shipping anyway. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's so much. But, like, I understand because it's international. Like the like stand itself, the acrylic stand was like $12, $13, and then shipping was $30, and I was like, It's like, interesting. I was like, okay, all right. I was like, I really want it, so I'll get it. And then the universe said no. It's okay. I like to believe that everything happens for a reason. I don't know what the reason was for that, but I hope that there was a reason that happened. It's how I comfort myself. Everything happens for a reason. There's always my sister. I swear I said it before my sister was saying it, but every time my mom quotes it, she's like, yeah, just like your sister says, and I'm like, okay. I was like, alrighty, that's fine. Don't credit me, credit her, that's fine. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like that's generally true. I feel like things do tend to happen a certain way for a certain reason, even if it's not immediately obvious. Yeah. That's what I think, me personally. And it's like, I don't know. I'm like, also, I'm so sorry if you hear shouting. I think my roommate just dropped something. I don't know. Like, because I can hear it, and like, I know my mic can be a little bit sensitive, so sometimes I'm not sure what it's picking up.
The wind rises.
Yeah. I even know, I was really off my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm not like superstitious really or anything. I don't necessarily like believe in karma or anything like that. But then at the same time, I'm like, yeah, everything happens for a reason. Like, I do believe that. So, like, I'm like, I don't know if that, like, lines up or not. I don't know if it actually lines up or not. But that's the one thing I've got. I also know people who are like, yeah, everything that goes around comes around. I'm like, kind of, maybe, sometimes. But it's kind of, like, also the karma thing. And, like, sometimes I'm like, people are not getting their just desserts, and it bothers me. Maybe people have, like, wronged me, or, like, wronged my friend, and I'm like, Especially if you wrong my friends, I'm like, and you're just chilling still, I'm like, I'm sorry, not allowed. I'm here to ruin your day. No, I love my friends. I love my friends. So like I would do anything for them. So like, hey, I'm the kind of friend that like if someone's like upset at someone else, if someone else did something to them, I'm immediately like, okay, who do I need to go and fight? Let me know. Let me know.
Quit following me.
Yeah, even though I'd probably not win. I'd probably not win. I don't think I have enough battle sense for that. I'm gonna pull out the Genshin Impact kind of fighting on them. I think that's the best I could do. I'd need a functioning vision, I think. But that's very much. I could probably, you know, I'll go for the ankles. Go for the ankles. Yeah, that's it. That's how I get them. Like that's like the way I am. I'm immediately like, okay, who am I fighting? I'm throwing down for you. I'm starting a protection squad. Like, let's go. Like, let's roll out.
Quit following me. Squall and fury.
When someone wrongs my friends, I'm the hand of justice and your controls are mine. No, literally. I'm like, all right. Fate doesn't, the universe doesn't want to handle this. I'm gonna take it into my own hands, and you're gonna regret messing with my friends. Like, I'm sorry. I love my friends. Like, I can be very, like, very, like, reserved kind of person. Like, if you know me, like, IRL, I tend to be a little bit, like, shy, reserved, awkward when you first meet me. And then, like, I slowly get more, like, excitable around you. I slowly, like, once I feel comfortable in a space, I talk a mile a minute, my hands are gesturing everywhere, and I get super, super animated about things, especially, like, things I'm interested in. So, like, once you get comfortable, I'm, like, I'm that kind of introvert, where it's, like, once you get to know me and we're chill, I start, like, actually, like, acting more like me. So it's like, I feel like sometimes that I'm, like, actually just a very, like, reserved, quiet person, but the second, like, you wrong my friends, I'm like, no. I'm like, I will not stand for this. Actually, like, we're through. We're through. I'm done being nice. We're going for it now. We're throwing down. You could be the same way. Yeah. I feel like that's the classic introvert thing. I've definitely seen people. Like, there's definitely some people who are just, like, kind of across the board, more just, like, chill, kind of always low-key, always a bit reserved. But I feel like a lot of introverts that I know are like, okay, once you get to know me, though, like, I'm not the same. Like, yeah, so, but I think, I don't know, I feel like I've gotten better the past, like, year or so. I've gotten, like, not per se less introverted, but, like, less awkward. Like, now I feel like I've had enough experience of, like, just being thrown into social situations and, like, having friends that know other people, and so they're stopping and talking. Like, I think I've just gotten, like, overall more accustomed to, like I said, just being, like, thrown into social situations. So it's like now I'm just, like, better kind of at, I don't know. Like I said, like, not being awkward. Like, I don't even know what I would do that would be so awkward. I just, like, wouldn't know what to say, and so be like, but, like, the other day, like, it still happens sometimes. The other day I, like, stopped to talk to someone that, like, I'm acquaintances with, and then we were kind of just, like, nodding. We're just kind of, like, nodding and, like, okay, alright, okay, alright. And then she was just like, okay, bye. And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, bye, sorry. I don't know how to end conversations. I'm awkward. Yeah. What is happening in my sibling group chat? I have, like, 20 messages. What's going on? My siblings sending memes. That's what's happening. Yeah, my siblings sending memes and my sister decorating for Christmas. Good for them. Good for them.
Comes in many flavors.
No, my sibling has the craziest collection of memes. They have memes for everything. Except the other day I said, give me a meme for this, and I sent it to them late at night, and they go to bed way earlier than I do, and so they saw it like the next day, and it didn't actually give me a meme for it. And I was like, oh damn. I'm like, that's so sad. It was just for me. I just found it for me. But like, I was like, damn, you didn't actually like give me a meme. I wanted a meme. But yeah, that's they like literally do for like everything. They just love to send them in our sibling group chat and just be like, us core. That they also our group chat is called Spawn Chat. I love it. That is their brain. Spawn Chat. And then also they like always change the group photo. Like if someone changes the group photo, 9 times out of 10 it's them. And it's always like the funniest image, and it's like, where did you even find this? How did you come across this? But they say they're very proficient in like Pinteresting, so maybe that's where they all come from. But one time my sister changed the group photo to like her favorite TikTok cat or something, and I was like, are you even allowed to do that? Are we even allowed to change the group photo? Like does our sibling allow that? And obviously like my sibling's like chill, they're not a tyrant or anything, but at the same time is like kind of like, yeah, they just always change it. Like and like they're like the kind of person where it's like, okay, we're in the car, we're playing my music, and they're the kind of the same way like with the group chat photo. They're like, I have the memes, let me do it. And they're the funniest out of the three of us. They're just funny unintentionally. They're just, oh my god, literally the chillest person you ever meet. If you meet someone and you're like, this is the chillest person I've ever met, it's either you've met my sibling or you haven't met the chillest person ever. Like, to be so honest, to be so for real. But it's funny because going back to the introvert thing, my sibling is like huge introvert. Like I'm introverted in that I'm like, it's more like a social anxiety than just being introverted, even though it's like kind of both. But like my sibling just does not vibe. They're just like, yeah, I just would rather just like be alone. And obviously like they have good friends and stuff that like they do like to chill with and whatever. But like overall they're like, yeah, I'm just good, just being on my own, just being alone. I'm like, oh, I'm like, good for you. Except for me, like we're like always like talking, we're like always hanging out and stuff. So like, but generally even with me, they're like, yeah, I just want my alone time. And I'm like, valid, I respect, I understand, you can have it. Sometimes it's funny because if it's just me and my sibling and they're like, yeah, I want alone time, I'm like, okay, valid, I'm down, you can have your alone time, I'm gonna go in game, alright, we're good. But when I'm with both my sibling and my sister, no, it's like, I'm like, alright, let's go antagonize sibling. Let's go antagonize the sibling for being like a grandpa and needing to go to bed. Let's not let them sleep. Let's go and like sing in their room. And my sister's down. Sometimes my sister starts that, but like when it's just me and my sibling, I'm like, it's fine. But I feel like that's just the sibling mentality. If there's 2 of you at a time, and there's one other that's like doing something different, like you just want to go and like poke at them. You want to go and poke their buttons. Like, me personally, that's what I find. Me personally. And it's funny too, because I feel like I know a lot of people, like a decent amount of people, that it's like 3 kids in the family. Because what is the average? Isn't it like in America, isn't the average like 2.5 or something? Because like the way the numbers work out, like 2.5 kids, and like that's where that saying comes from or something. Like I swear that's what it is, but I don't know. I feel like I know a lot of people with like 3. But I guess the next most common I feel like is 2. Like I honestly don't know that many like people who are only children or an only child. Yeah. So, I don't know. That sounds about right, but it's like I also don't know. I'm the youngest, right? I don't know that many people who like are also the youngest. They're all either like middle children or the oldest. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but Where's one of those octopus things? There it is, there it is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you could tell from like how many of my stories include my siblings, like both of them. I love them. They're great. You have no kids, which ended up making you the family chew toy. No! That's not fair. That's not fun. No. No, I mean, like, for the most part, it's just my immediate family for me. Like, I don't really have much of a relationship with, like, any family that's not my immediate family. I've got, like, a little bit, like my paternal grandparents. Like, I have cousins and aunts and uncles that we don't really, like, see. So, it's mainly just my immediate family. And, like, growing up, too. So, like, my siblings and I were, like, thick as thieves, you know? But, no, and, like, everyone, like when I more did see my family often, like, everyone did have kids. So, it was very much, like, except for, like, my one aunt who was, like, too young. And, like, actually, she lived, there's, like, right, my family's a mess, not gonna lie, my family's a mess. There's, like, one aunt that, like, we do actually like a lot, but she lives, like, kind of far, and so she has some, like, I have cousins that I've never met because they live kind of far. But, like, hopefully I'll get to see them one day. You don't have energy for it anymore. Thankfully, kids and family have gotten old enough that I can rest. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Kids are a piece of work. Kids are a piece of work, honestly. Like, I really don't think I ever want to have kids, to be honest. No one tell my mother. No one tell my mother. I don't want to have kids. That sounds, like I said, that sounds like a lot of work. I'm kind of chilling. I'm kind of fine. Okay, alright. There we go. Okay, I think I should be able to do this now. Oh, salad, thank you. Thank you. It's so, oh, gosh, my mother. She's so silly goofy. But she really thinks that I'm gonna have kids, and I don't have the heart to tell her that, like, because I think when I was, like, younger, like, I thought that I wanted kids, and now I'm like, probably not. If I, like, ever have a partner that, like, wants kids, I'll, like, consider it. Like, I'll think about it. Like, I probably don't really want them. And so, like, I'm just, like, not gonna tell you, mother. We're good. We're chilling. You don't need to know. That was, like, when I stopped believing in Santa Claus, I didn't tell her for years. I was like, this is going to crush her. She's going to be devastated. So I'm just gonna do the pro gamer move of not telling her that I don't believe in Santa Claus. And it worked for a little while. And then finally, like, I said something to my siblings that I was like, oh yeah, like, I, like, don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, guys. And they're like, what? We thought you still believed. And it was literally, like, Christmas Eve. And my sibling was, like, decided that, like, then and there was the time to tell my mother that her youngest child didn't believe in Santa Claus anymore. And it happened before I could say anything. And I was like, I was, like, 13, I think. Wait, was it either 10 or 13? Because I don't remember if I started, like, if I, like, stopped believing when I was 10 and then, like, didn't, and just, like, kept that a secret until I was 13. Or if it was, like, I stopped keeping it a secret at 13. That'd be pretty crazy if I was 13 and my mom thought I still believed in Santa Claus, but I'm pretty sure that is true. I mean, what do you mean? Santa Claus is totally real. Santa Claus is totally real, chat. What am I talking about, right? Oh, how do I get in here? What? What? How do I... Huh? Huh? Can I not get in? Can I not get... Can I not... Huh. Is this for a quest or something? Interesting. That's not Harassing. I'm gonna get in there. Instructions unclear. Yeah. Anyway, just let me in. Let me in. Anytime I get to a door like this, I'm just like, maybe if I just keep hitting into it, it'll let me. Maybe I'll just clip through. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to see if there's another way in, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, hold on. Can I get in through up there? So it's like a little bit over. Okay, maybe I can get in through up there. That looks like I can. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can get that. But yeah, that'd be pretty crazy though. If I was 13 and my mom was like, yep, that child still believes in Santa Claus. But I genuinely think that I stopped believing when I was 10, and then I kept it a secret until I was 13, because I was like, I gotta let my parents hold on to this. My siblings and I, we call our parents the parentals. I really remember when that started too. I remember when that started. My sister, we were like touring a college for her. It was a college that she actually ended up going to, funnily enough. And we were like the parental units. Like, where'd they go? Because we like lost sight of them for a second, and then it just changed into the parentals. Yeah. But I was like, I gotta let the parentals hang on to this. I feel like they like mentally need me to still believe in Santa Claus. So I'm just not gonna say anything. But then, like I said, my sibling, I told my siblings, and my sibling was like, ooh, actually, Mother, honey doesn't believe in Santa Claus anymore. And my mom was like, that's it, Christmas is ruined. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, why did you tell her that? On Christmas Eve. I was like, there's a reason why I haven't said anything. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, wait, is that how I get in? Tell me this is how I get in. But yeah, my mother was like so upset. She was like, that's it. All my children are grown up. Honey doesn't even believe anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm 13. Because like, I don't know if you know that whole like elf on the shelf thing too. Like my family did that. Oh my gosh, like if I can't get in this way either. Like my family did that too, and so like that also, that I was like, I'm just gonna pretend that I believe. Now we don't do that anymore because like also like none of us live there full time anymore. But okay. But like sometimes like thought that was a red panda. That's just an interestingly colored ferret. But sometimes like on like Christmas Eve or something, my mom will like, if we're all home, my mom will like put out the elf on the shelf just like for good memories or whatever. What did we name him? What did we name our elf on the shelf? Mickey. Why? I don't know. I don't know who came up with Mickey as a name. I don't know why we named him that. I'm sure there was a reason behind it. Maybe it was just that we thought he looked like a Mickey. I don't know. But yeah, my mom was always very good about like the hiding spots too, or like where she'd place him. She'd always do a fun little job with that. Also, like, it was great. It was great as a kid, right? It had a pretty sweet deal because with the elf on the shelf, like, sometimes, like, about, like, halfway to Christmas, he'd bring us just a little something, just a little gift. Your parents never did the elf on the shelf thing? Honestly, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I was younger, when I, like, actually really did believe in Santa Claus, like,
If someone can't handle it,
like, it was fun.
that's their problem.
It was honestly, I think it was most fun then. Like, the first year we got it, I think, was the most exciting. The, like, years when I was, like, faking believing in Santa Claus, they were still fun. So it was still, like, waking up and, like, seeing where our mom had positioned him and whatever. So, like, that, it was cute still. Yeah, and like I said, sometimes he'd bring us, like, a little something. By a little something, I mean, like chocolate. He'd give us, like, a tiny, like, piece of chocolate or something. Or maybe just, like, a $2, like tiny little Lego set, you know? It was cute. I'm trying to remember, because I know when, like, you know, he quote-unquote left for the year. So like on Christmas, he'd leave like a little note by the tree of like, oh, you're all so good, like I'm like it's such a pleasure being your elf on the shelf, whatever. So like that was cute too. Yeah, like my mom is pretty fun. She's pretty fun. And she was definitely good, like, when we were little, too, like, doing, like, she was good with immersion, guys! She was good with the immersion for us. Yeah. But like I said, like, that was cute. That was cute. I should tell her sometime, like, oh, I'm thinking of that, you did such a good job with it. She'd be so happy. She'd be so happy to hear that, honestly. Because I think she definitely misses having little kids around. Like, because I have, like, younger cousins, because, like, one of my mom's sisters, like, that was the aunt I was talking about before, like, a decent amount younger. I'm like, what? Did I just trigger a quest? Okay, alright, I triggered a quest. But yeah, there's, like, younger kids in our family, but they just live kind of far, so, like, we never see them. And, my mom, I know, like, really wants to visit them, but she's, like, afraid of flying and stuff, like, especially by herself, so that's sad. Sorry, I was literally just taking a huge gulp of my ice, too. But she's definitely said to me that, like, she misses having little ones. And it's, like, I don't know. I think, like, she, in theory, misses them, but she wouldn't want, like, an actual young kid again. She's, like, she's done that enough. She's done that 3 times. My dad definitely wouldn't want another little kid. And even though, like, we were all good kids or whatever. But babies cry and stuff. Babies cry. They wet the bed. They do a bunch of other things that are kind of gross. You know, you don't really need more. You don't really need more. You've done it 3 times. Oh my gosh, there's 2 under here. Okay, where are they at? Where are they at? Whee. But, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, it would be nice, like, for her to be able to visit, like, her young nieces and nephew, just so that she's, like, around younger kids again. My dad, though, he, like, okay, I definitely have to fill this up with water. My dad, though, he's, like, so done with raising, like, anything. Like, he doesn't even want a new pet at all. He's like, if you bring a new pet into this house, I'm leaving. And it's kind of like, okay, bye. Because my sibling and I, we both really, really want to get a cat. Like, we really, really, and it wouldn't even live there full time. Like, oh gosh, this is blocked off too. I'm gonna have to mark this down on the map. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do all this tonight, because last time I was in an underwater place like this, it took hours.
The wind rises.
But yeah, like, it literally would not even live there full time, because, like, my sibling and I aren't there full time. Like, we're just there in, like, our breaks from school. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like we could get a cat. Financially, maybe not. So that's probably really the reason why not. It's fine, it's fine, it's okay. Is it? Maybe. But our dad is very much like, yeah, we're not getting more pets. My mom is more just like, yeah, I just don't really want a cat because I don't think I'd vibe with a cat, which is fair, I guess, because she is very much like everything in its place, and she's very like, she's not really a germaphobe, but she's like kind of a germaphobe. Like, she calls herself a germaphobe sometimes. She is like very conscientious about it. Okay. What the heck is this thing? She's very conscientious about it. So like a cat, the way it likes to get into places and stuff is not her vibe. And I don't know if I'm really, like, it's kind of hard for me to say if I'm a dog person or a cat person, because I used to solidly be a dog person, and now it's like actually like really like cats also, so I'm just a person. Oh no. I'm not really a dog or a cat person, I'm just a person. Because yeah, I guess I like them both. I like them both. Oop, okay, it's not what I wanted to do. I had to switch this back. Okay, there we go. I know there's like jokes about like, oh, if you're a dog person, you're like, I love dogs so much, and I hate cats entirely. Like, but like a cat person will be like, well, yeah, like I like both. I'm pretty sure that's the way I've seen that meme go. But like, yeah, I actually really like both. And like I said, I used to solidly be a dog person. I grew up with dogs, a dog really, but like I didn't even have like any like close friends with cats. And now I just want a little cat. I just want a little cat. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. Okay, there we go. Made it. Okay, why is this one so much easier than this other underground temple I found? It was like exactly the same thing, but it took me hours to complete. Go up. There we go. I don't know what kind of cat I would get. My sibling and I were at a cat cafe kind of recently though, and there were some really cute ones. I think we really wanted to adopt, but like we just couldn't. You like both we give me honestly real. Honestly real. Because when we were like teenagers, I think, my sibling and I were like really looking into getting some kind of lizard or reptile or something. The thing that ended up turning us off was I think at that point my sibling was going to college soon, and like we were supposed to be like taking care of it together. And then also I'm trying to remember the other reason. I think it was like having space for it. We were a little bit iffy on if we'd have a big enough tank. And oh, that was an issue, was feeding it. That like need, like the ones that we were looking at, and like just in general they seemed to more like need like live like food and stuff, and we were like not super down for that. Neither was our mom. So I did once in I had a 3D computer modeling class once, and my school like had a 3D printer, and it was a small class. Not a lot of people took it, so our teacher like 3D printed one of our projects, and the project that she chose to print was reptiles and like lizards and stuff. She'd given us, like, for the modeling part, she gave us, like, a base kind of model, and we had to, like, totally, like, modify it to make it our own. I made a bearded dragon, actually. It's sitting on, I think, my bookshelf at my parents' house. I'm pretty proud of it. I named him Samuel. We also had to, like, put him into a different program. We had to put them into a different program and color them. And the printing didn't color them like that. It was just, like, a solid color. Because, like, you know, like, our school could only pay for so much. I know I saw where this needed to go before. I don't know where it was. There we go. Yeah, I named him Samuel. I was pretty proud of him. I was pretty proud of the way he turned out. And, like, I was really happy that that was the project my teacher had chosen to print, because it's probably my favorite project that we did, honestly. We did a few that I really liked. We'd also, like, modeled, like the other ones we did I don't even think would have, like, been as good to print. Like, we did, tree stumps. That's not gonna be a fun thing for us to have printed. Even though I was very proud of my tree stump, I put a lot of effort into it. It turned out very nice. I think personally, I'd like put so much texture on the moss, but like a lot of, what? Where even was that? Okay, whatever. A lot of what I liked about this little tree stump that I'd modeled was the moss that I put on it, and that like wouldn't have even printed out. And then like was another one of our big projects was modeling like an object we already had, so how would we print that? Also, that one was hard because that was like actually like one of the latest things that we did in that class. There's a portrait in there. I have to find it. I have to find another portrait. That was like one of the final things we did in that class too. And I modeled like a Funko Pop, and like it looked for sure. It for sure was a thing. Honestly, wasn't that bad. Wasn't that good either. I'm gonna say it was cute enough. But yeah, and then we also did another project that we had to like color and everything. Was a monster hand, and I remember I felt so uninspired for that one. This is probably my favorite class that I've ever taken in my life. I loved this class. I loved the teacher. Did not like a lot of the people in the class. For many reasons. Partly because they were like disrespectful to the teacher a lot of the time, and it was like calm yourself. Because why? Like, this teacher is like really talented too, and so she'd had a bunch of like her own 3D printed stuff that she like brought in to show us, and like they were not handling it with care, even though they were told to, and I was like ready to go and rip it out of their hands. I mean, not literally, like metaphorically. I really just wanted to go and be like, you need to be respectful. Like, this woman poured her heart and soul into making these. They're beautiful. They're lovely. They cost her money. Don't break it. She ended up going over and taking it away from them because they weren't being careful with it after she expressly told them to be. Yeah, but like I said, that class for me was very, very interesting. Very much enjoyed it. It was a good time. Was a good time. And I did have a couple of friends in the class, so that was nice. It was like a pretty chill class. Like, you could listen to music. You could
Unnecessary.
did not want to change character. You could listen to music. You could just like vibe, you know. You could chat a little bit. As long as you're getting your work done, you could chat. Okay, did I get everything? Hopefully.
Too slow.
Wait, how do we get out of here? The door didn't open up. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Yeah, so overall, a vibe. Overall. And I remember that I was trying to actually take like a pottery class, I think, or a ceramics class, and then that class was like not available anymore, and so I took the 3D modeling class instead. And I ended up like really, really liking it. So it all worked out in the end. This is what I was going. Everything comes full circle. See, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things that I own is that 3D printed lizard. I'm very proud of Samuel. I'm very proud of Samuel. Also, it's just so cool. Like 3D printing, cool, coolio, cool beans. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember a lot of the other projects we did in that class. I just remember like the big ones. I think I remember we learned a bit about animation too, which I really enjoyed. We did some like 2D animation to get down like the basics too of like timing and stuff. It was really fun. And like the program that we were using, I was like already familiar with. So I had a bit of a head start. And like just knowing certain animation things too, because like I used to really, like I'm still into animation a lot, like as a medium I think it's really cool, but I used to know like a lot of things about it. Like I would be watching a lot of like documentaries about like making like animated things, like animated shorts, movies, whatever. So like I had like a decent handle on a lot of it. I knew more about 2D animation than 3D animation actually, so that was cool in that class also learning about 3D animation. But I don't really ever 3D animate anymore. On occasion I might do like a little personal project of 2D animation, but yeah, no, same. I was just lucky that my school had one. Like, I don't think I ever actually owned one. Like, my school... I don't even know why my school had one. First of all, I think you could, like, only use it if you were in that class, to be honest, because it, like, wasn't, like, just open for us to go and use normally. So, like, for, I don't know, I guess, like, I think we were, like, a 10, 15 person class. I guess printing something once a year was fine. And, like, I don't know, my school didn't, like, I was sent to private school, but also my school didn't have, like, that much money, you know? Like, listen, if you don't have enough money to, like, fix the auditorium, I honestly don't know how there was enough money to have a 3D printer. But me personally owning one will probably never happen. Honestly, probably wouldn't be the wisest investment either, because I don't know how much time I would actually have to, like, make anything for it. But that one time I got to use it. It's very cool. It's very cool. Also, like, learning about it, seeing how it worked was really, really interesting. And, like, I don't remember most of it now because it's been years. But, like, the way that it would, like, build up the layers was really cool. And, like, just about, like, the different kind of plastics and stuff that would be used. I don't know, like all that. Like I really, like I said, I really enjoyed that class. So, fond memories. Gosh, I've been in such like a reminiscent state recently, if that makes sense. Like I've just, like constantly I'm like, oh, that thing happened, that was a good time, this thing happened, I had a lot of fun doing that. I don't know what brought it on, but I actually do think I get like this a lot in the winter and like around the holiday season. Maybe it's the holiday season. I don't know if that's it, but I feel like that's what I'm going to attribute it to. You get that too? Yeah, it really is mainly I think the winter and holiday season for me. That maybe it's because it's the end of the year, maybe it's because like holidays are very different than when I was a kid, but something about it I really just like. Maybe it's just the winter. Maybe winter just has nostalgic vibes. I literally, I don't know. But I get very much like, oh, this thing used to happen, that thing used to happen. Remembering all that. Like, my family never really had, like, a lot of traditions even. So I think, like, most of our traditions were, like, in the holiday season. So I think that can contribute to it. Also, like, I get very, like, nostalgic around this time of year because a few years ago I just had like a really good like late fall like through like mid-winter-ish time. I was watching like a lot of good anime. My sibling and I were like watching a lot of things together. I watched some of my favorite anime during that time and I was just like overall in like a pretty good place. It was just like it was a lot of fun. I don't know. It was like a good period of time. Like I said, I watched a lot of like new shows that I was really into. And I think I just then kind of like, I get like this longing then for that time where it's like, I don't know, like every time we start approaching that time of year, I'm like, oh, I wish I was in that place again. Like I just want to relive that winter. Like it was just, I don't know, I was just having a good time. I was just having a fun, good time. There was a couple of really good snows, but it wasn't too snowy cold all the time. So I was digging it. But as they say, all good things must come to an end, as did that winter. Me when I turn into a narrator for my life.
I hear the voice of fate.
I should make a whole movie. Make a whole movie about my life just so I can narrate it. That's it. That's the entire purpose. That's the entire purpose. I would actually love to make a movie one day. I'm not gonna lie, I would absolutely love that. I don't think I have the know-how to do that. I would love to write a movie one day. How about that one? I'd love to write a movie one day. I think I could do that. I need to actually like fully see how to write like a screenplay. But I think I could write a movie. because I love creative writing, so I could write one. My siblings studying film, get them to direct it. That would probably be a mess. As much as I love my sibling, sometimes for the silly things, we're a very well-oiled machine. But for a serious thing, we haven't worked on a serious thing together in a long time. So I'm like, I don't know. When we were younger, because like we didn't really have a lot of friends that like lived nearby us, so it was like a lot of times just us, because we're 2 years apart, so like we're very close in age. Yeah, so like a lot of the times it would just be like us doing things together, and we were like, our parents also too were always like, I don't get why like the teachers say that like kids aren't creative anymore, like y'all are creative. We would make puppet shows, like we would take like paper bags and draw on them with markers and turn them into puppets. We'd do like sock puppets. We cut up like a old box, like large box that our parents had gotten when they ordered something, turned it like into like a little like puppet, theater. We like wrote a play once. We never actually put it on. I think my sibling wrote the play, but at that point we were getting like a little bit older, like school was taking a bit more time, and like our sister was older, so she was doing more things. We had to like be carted around because we couldn't be left at home, so we'd be like taken to like go and pick her up and stuff. So, like we had that play. We used to do dance performances too. My sibling and I would choreograph our own little dance performances, and we'd make our sister play the music for us, I think, or we'd play it right before we ran on, and our parents would watch, that too we'd do, which I was never a dancer. I don't know how we did that, because it was very simple choreography. What else? We actually, it's funny that my sibling studies film now. We always say, like, oh, like, how did it take you that long to figure it out? We would hole up in my sibling's room and just, for hours, film movies, or, like, trailers, like, for iMovie. A lot of the times, we'd just, like, put our stuffed animals in them. So it's, like, not a lot of action in the images, but we had a good few ones of, like, us doing things. There was one movie in particular, it's Lost to Time. We reference it all the time. It lives on in our memory. And we didn't finish making it either because our sister, like, dipped out, which was sad. That was sad for us. And we literally were just talking about this at Thanksgiving and called her out on it. Just like, I'm sorry, I don't know. But, yeah. Alright. Used to make fake radio shows as a kid. Based! That's literally it. That is the kind of creativity that I am talking about. Like, even, obviously, like, we'd play, like, some video games, my sibling and I, but a lot of the times, our games were just, like, creative stuff. Like, I don't think we ever actually did radio show. I don't think that was in our repertoire. That's a good one, though. I like that a lot. Yeah, we would do a lot of creative games, though, which, that's a lot of the times when we would butt heads. It was when we did the dance shows, and when we would do our creative games, because we both had very strong ideas about what the plot should be. Yeah, let's just say my sibling and I were not fans of the same tropes. Like, all the ones that I really love, they're either indifferent towards or lean towards not liking. And I'd say, like, any of the ones that they more like, I'm more just like, they're fine. They're okay. Like, I'm, like, really into enemies to lovers, and my siblings, like, I don't really like enemies to lovers, and I'm like, okay. I totally understand the criticism towards enemies to lovers. I like to say I like enemies to lovers done well. Like, I like it when there's, like, a stop for friendship. Like, when I say enemies to lovers, I'm more talking, like, enemies to friends to lovers. I love that, like, build intention. But generally, like, that is probably, like, my favorite trope. Friends to lovers, great also. Like, if you're skip the enemy step and you're just friends to lovers, it's very sweet, very wholesome. But the angst and the tension, I love angst in my stories. But yeah, so, like, that still carries to today. But my sibling and I wouldn't necessarily agree on the plot. And so that's a lot of where the bickering would come in, because we would be just playing our silly little make-believe games. Also just triggered a memory. We were writing a book together, too. We had several ideas for books, but there was one in particular that we were writing together. We were doing, like, full planning and everything. like world building. Good times, good times. But it is nearing midnight for me. And I have to get up for classes tomorrow, so I'm going to start logging off now. Thank you for coming. Thank you to anyone who stopped by. Thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. Thanks for chatting. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. I use the same name everywhere. I'm Honey Mitsubachi. That's probably about it. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. I have on my schedule Friday and Saturday, so I'll definitely be doing then. Might do some more Gorilla streams during the week, depending on how much time I have. But I kind of have to write some essays, so keep an eye on my Twitter because I update there. Catch you later. Catch you later too, Emerald. I can't wait to be with you again. Bye!